Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah Dunga. I'm from the Department of Logistics and under the mentorship of Professor Mafini. I've noticed that most of the presentations so far, anyway, they've been good. But this is actually going to be like something different from what has been presented. I've seen there are a lot of scientists, upcoming scientists, that is very good, bravo to that. But my presentation is mostly on the welfare, our general welfare, our livelihoods. So my topic is on gender disparities at household level. So in this case, I'm looking at the disparities of women and female and male-headed households, and how women are actually disadvantaged from their daily livelihoods, what they actually go through in their daily welfare. So now, when we talk of gender disparities, actually the questions that will arise when you talk of gender disparities, I know we're all aware of what's happening, that it's actually on the radios and it's everywhere where women are actually, like, you can hear of stories that's happening to women and so on and so forth. So actually the questions that will arise when you talk of these disparities or the ideologies between male and female-headed households will actually be, do men and women have equal status under the national, regional and local laws, and what are the social beliefs and perceptions that condition women and men's expectations and aspirations for education, employment, marriage and family, and so on and so forth, as presented there. So now the issues of household gender disparities today are actually quite numerous. As I've explained, it's there on the radios, it's actually been published, but now you find that this problem is not being solved. So what is the main core? What is the main problem here? So now I guess there is actually more need for more research, so that we should actually get to the main problem of this thing, gender disparities that are actually there in the households. You find that there will be women in the households that are actually like not educated, and in that way they're not educated, they are prone to so many other problems, they're being violated and things like that. So now as researchers, we need to go actually deep into the problem to say, what is the main problem and how can we actually rectify, how can you actually improve women's welfare or women's livelihood in the household. So now, okay, my main focus of the postdoc, actually, as I've explained, it's on the gender disparities at household level. Under this umbrella, I'll be looking at the poverty levels of the households, and then food insecurity, and then education, and then entrepreneurship. Actually, there will actually be more than this. So for instance, food insecurity, I'll be looking at what are the prospects, or what are the problems of food insecurity in the household. We know that there are actually male-headed households, and then there are female-headed households on the other side. And then there are actually third level, where the male and female, there'll be both male and female headed household in the same family. So we'll look at these three levels of headed households. So we'll look at the female-headed households. What are the problems in terms of food insecurity? And then we'll look at the male-headed households, and then the other third of male and then female-headed households. What are the problems? What are they facing in terms of food insecurity and in terms of education? And if you see these things will actually they interlink in the end. You find that a household that has an educated woman, what is in that household? There are children, there are girls, and everything. And what is the prospect? What is the future of this girl from an uneducated female-headed household? This girl actually has very few potential for her to actually become educated. If we take in my case, I've just attained my PhD. What is the prospect for my daughter? It's more likely for my daughter to actually get educated as compared to the household that has got a mother who's not educated. So with an educated woman, actually the benefits, actually, they're like multiple benefits. You find that actually there's a saying that goes like, if you educate a woman, you've actually educated a nation. If you educate a man, you've actually educated a person. Meaning that there are more effects. There are multiple. It's a multiple effects if you actually educate them. And these effects will actually, it's more beneficial to both the mother, the child, even if it's a girl child, it's a boy child, all of them will actually benefit from the education of the mother. So basically that would be what I'll be looking into. And then so far I've actually presented one paper at a conference that I just attended recently. And then we've got another paper that actually has been accepted. I mean, the same paper that I presented has been accepted for publications. And then there are actually more other papers that are coming up. Okay. So like myself, I'm a gender activist where I am looking into girl education, poverty, and so on and so forth. And in so doing, I'm part of a project that is ongoing at VUT, which looks into entrepreneurship. As maybe you may be aware, the government has actually embarked on the promoting it's obviously both boys and girls, that because of lack of employment, even if we get these girls educated, they'll go out there, they'll not find any employment. So what do? We have to teach them, we have to embark on them this issue of entrepreneurship, so that even if they don't get anything, they don't get work afterwards, at least they'll have the entrepreneurial skills. But now, on the same point, we actually emphasizing that we don't want them to actually drop out of school. We want them to complete school because we want to kill two birds with actually one stone, whereby we have an educated woman who's actually an entrepreneur. And we know that if we do that, the ripple effect will actually be, it will be a multiplier effect, because with them, they'll go and teach others in the community, they'll go, and then actually this thing will actually expound more and more. I think we're just talking with that girl over there. She was saying, I don't know, why is this one not telling me about entrepreneurship? If you know something about entrepreneurship, you'll teach your friend, and that friend will actually teach the others. And then in such a way, in so doing, I guess we'll actually be able to eliminate this gender disparities in the household. So that's what we'll actually be doing. I guess, I don't know if actually I've explained well. It was just like, it took me by surprise. I wasn't prepared for all this presentation, but at least that's what I'll be doing in my postdoc, and yeah.